What up, Dokkanners? JP Dokkan posted this very interesting thing about the wallpapers. So I wanted to talk about this because I think we're going to be getting some interesting stuff in the world of quest mode coming soon, and it could also involve something substantial with quest mode pertaining to the 11th anniversary. So this all stems around the exchange tickets that we have been earning incrementally over the last few months. This has been one of the things that they've been trying to use to keep interest engaged in the game as we journey through the 10th anniversary. We've been earning these reward tickets. We've been earning 3 every single month, basically. I think starting since April, March, something like that. And so we've got 21 now, so that's basically been 7 months. So for 7 months, we've been stockpiling these tickets. For a little while, we didn't know what they were until maybe, I think, like three months ago, something like that. We found out that these reward tickets were actually just meant for wallpapers. Now, when I found that out, that was kind of a bummer because honestly, wallpapers, kind of boring. I don't care, especially on Dokkan. Legends, there's a lot more life, especially if you are using an ultra character. It just feels like the character is alive. You can interact with the character. You can look at the unit details. Here, most of the wallpapers do one thing and one thing only. Look pretty and they don't move. Like, look at this. Nothing moves. It's cool for like 5 minutes. Maybe I'm being cynical here when I say this, but in my honest opinion, I think wallpapers are so boring. It's why for the longest time, before I switched to that fishing one, I honestly just didn't care. I like using this. To me, this is cool. It's livelier. You can interact with it and things can happen. That's what I like in this wallpaper. And so if they're going to be doing all of this buildup for just stationary images, still images, that just seems pointless to me. So I'm hoping, and I'm of the mindset that I think that they're going to be doing something more fancy. They're going to make these wallpapers worth the wait. They're going to make it something engaging and interesting. And so we are getting our first look at one of these 3 wallpapers. We're going to be getting 3 in total. And the first one shows Trunks and Broly and Hachiak. Now, based on the scenery and based on the fact that these 2 characters are charging together, I would imagine that this is probably quest mode. Which kind of leads to what I wanted to talk about, because if you guys recall, a couple of videos ago, I talked about how quest mode was likely going to be receiving some sort of an update, because Rick had talked about this in the data files. Up until recently, there was something in a placeholder towards the end date of 2XP quest mode for October 19th. And he was wondering what that could have potentially meant. Turns out the timing was pretty good, because around this time, we tend to get some quest stuff. Last year, we got quest stuff October 2024. As you can see right here, we got Bardock from quest mode. We got Frieza. Actually, who is that? That's Golden Frieza from LRAGL, right? Whatever. Quest mode got an update, right? And quest mode has been receiving updates pretty regularly. So much so that we've been given a whopping 3 characters in the last 2 years, which is very uncharacteristic of Dokkan considering what it used to be for quest mode. We used to get like 1 character from quest mode every 5 years. Now it's 1 every year almost. But we got a lot of stuff that happened. We got Trunks and Broly, we got Frieza and Cooler, and then on top of that, we got the Bardock. So a lot of things have been happening in quest mode with more engaging stories, more interesting, more overhauled experience in terms of experiencing quest mode, animations, and all that stuff. So with this happening, and then apparently they changed the end date. They changed the end date of October to October 2026. And not to mention this, it just seems like something revolving around quest mode is going to be involved on the road to the 11th anniversary. Maybe this is just a celebration of where we've come in quest mode, and these 3 wallpapers are just going to reflect that. Or maybe there's going to be something more directly tied to quest mode, either during the 11th anniversary or leading up to it. Yeah, this is for the 10th anniversary, but let's face it, it's happening on the cusp of the 11th, which means it has something to do with the 11th. Maybe. So considering Trunks and Broly and Hachiak, which I guess was the boss of that arc, is here, and considering we've got Frieza, Cooler, and Bardock as far as characters that released afterwards, because Trunks and Broly dropped March 2024, Frieza Cooler was November 2024, and then Bardock was March 2025. So because of all of that, and because we've got Trunks and Broly right here, I would imagine probably Frieza Cooler would be second over here, and then Bardock and maybe Tora, maybe just Bardock will be over here. That's if they just keep to what we currently have. If we get more quest mode stuff, which based on all this like tinkering that they've been doing, maybe it's still possible we get something for quest mode. Maybe we get some sort of a quest mode update that could potentially even tie into the extra canonical stuff that we'll be celebrating in November. Heroes comes back in November, not with the new summonable character, but with a celebration that would also, well, actually, I don't even know if it's going to be a celebration, but it will at least have other Heroes characters that have released in the past get EZAs. They're crossover characters. They're time travelers. These guys are time travelers. Bardock is a time traveler. Trunks and Broly is a time traveler. Are these guys time travelers? They are time travelers. So maybe some sort of weird collaborative, you know, supplementary celebration will happen where we get a quest mode update and we get some hero stuff. So maybe that new quest mode update involves a new character, which could ultimately end up being featured here. Maybe Trunks and Broly was pretty hype, but Frieza Cooler might not be too hype. So maybe they want to throw Bardock here and then they throw whatever newest character to drop over here. Who knows? So while this is a nothing burger on its own, it could lead to something more interesting. At the end of the day, the most important thing for me is that this wallpaper is animated, and not just a simple animation, mind you. We've already got those, all right? We've got these boring animations where, ooh, there's a comet that moves from point A to point B. That's so cutting edge. Oh my God. Or, you know, this water is bubbling. Oh, that's so crazy. This one is probably my favorite just because it kind of looks like the main menu is underwater. That's why I use this. Plus, it's very shiny and pretty, and I like seeing the bubbles and stuff. But after that, man, there's nothing. All this stuff is just boring. Make the wallpapers good. Make the wallpapers Legends-like. That's one thing Legends will always have over Dokkan. The visuals, man. I'm sorry. I love Dokkan to death. Y'all know that. But dude, Legends visuals are just on another level. Now, I know it's a different game. It released afterwards. It's on a different engine and all that stuff. Sure. But just, dude, let me be, okay? We're here during World Tournament. It's boring. You needed something to listen to. I needed something to talk about. I am doing World Tournament as you watch this video. I don't know what my name is going to be. Most of you probably don't care. But yeah, I'm doing World Tournament and I need to get this off my chest, all right? Wallpapers are stupid. Make them interesting, please. Please. When could the next quest mode update happen? It could happen October 25th, JP community event. It could happen anywhere in the month of November, infamously known as the worst month for JP normally. Now that we're in a new time scheme, maybe it's no longer the most boring, but it could happen in November. Also, there's a second JP fan meetup in December. One of these 3 times, there's got to be something. There has to be. So let's wait and see. More reason to stick around, do the daily logins, get whatever you can. Whatever information they sneak in here and there, I'll let you guys know. Also, I was looking at the campaign details. They did work in the 10th anniversary free-to-play story event making its return. So we could be looking at some sort of road to 11th anniversary very, very soon. So there is no reason to stop playing the game. You can maybe not do as much, but just do the dailies, stay on top of the news, and more good things will come soon. I have rambled over 8 minutes. Yes! Rent is paid. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let me know in the comments how stupid World Tournament is going for you right now. What rank are you? How much have you done? How much more are you going to be doing? And where do you think I am? Feel free to share your thoughts overall. Anything that I've missed? Any of theories that you may have about this wallpaper stuff? Feel free to share in the comments down below. Also, you know what? If you know any lore about this Trunks Broly versus Hachiyak, do let me know. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let you know you want to see more myself do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and ours to Dokkan responsibly.